Today, I'm going to show you how to cook teff in a very simple and easy way. You will need a vegetable or fruit bag, then add teff into the bag and wash it while in the bag. You don't want to wash teff outside the bag because it's a very small grain. You really don't want that experience. Wash it well and remove the excess water. Don't forget to add water to the lower part of the steaming pan. And squeeze the bag to remove excess water. Fold the bag nicely inside the steaming pan, cover it and take it to stove. Wait for 20 to 30 minutes before you check the teff. Also, make sure you're monitoring the water in the lower part of the steaming pan and add if necessary. When you check the teff, make sure you try it. And the very good tip is, if it's making noise and popping in your mouth, that means it's not ready. You will know that it just doesn't feel right. I end up adding more water to speed up the cooking process. I added half a cup in this occasion, but I end up adding more water because you will need to add water as you go to speed up the cooking process. Stir it well to make sure the water is distributed evenly. Also, the grain tends to stick in the spoon, so make sure you remove all the grain. And let it cook for some time. This is the last time I checked it and it was ready. When I tried it, it felt really smooth in my mouth. It wasn't popping or making any noise. It was very smooth. It just felt right. In another pan, add some water and wait until the water is warm or just to start boiling. Then add 1 chicken stock cube. You will also need to add salt. I do measure salt with eyes. So if you're not used to that, don't add too much and then you can adjust it later on. Make sure you stir it well to avoid any lumps. If you have a powder version of stock cube, you won't need to go through this process. But because I really like this stock cube, I decided to dilute it. I also added more water in the process because it wasn't well diluted. So I wanted it more diluted and I wanted to reduce the lumps. Let it boil until it looks like this kind of consistency really. In another pan, you will need 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Then half a teaspoon of minced garlic, that is about a small or medium garlic. Stir it well until the garlic becomes gold. Then add a teaspoon of tomato puree. Mix them well until the oil becomes golden. Then add plum tomato. This is a tin plum tomato because it's what I have, but you can also add fresh plum tomato. Half a teaspoon of cumin powder. Half a teaspoon of ginger powder. Some parsley, that is about half a teaspoon. Stir them well. Then add sweetcorn. But for those of you that loves beans and chickpeas, you can also add those. Stir the mixture well. It smells so good, so aromatizing. This is the diluted stock cube. I forgot to add chilli, but it's still a good time to add it. I added a teaspoon, but depending on how you tolerate the chili, you can add less or more. Let the mixture boil. Ooh, this smell is amazing. Add the teff into the sauce, but avoid doing what I did. Don't get the sauce into the bag because it can be very difficult to clean the bag later on. Make sure you stir it well and distribute the sauce evenly. This is how it looks, well distributed. I added more salt because when I tried it, it felt like it needed more salt. That's why it's very important that you try it as you go to have it to your taste. Cover it and let it cook in a very low heat for another 10 to 15 minutes. This looks so yummy and smooth, you guys, and it smells incredible. I wish you can smell it right now. You can serve this stuff with grilled chicken or fish, and if you are vegetarian or vegan, you can have it with chickpeas, beans, and lentils to top up your protein. But bearing in mind that this grain is so healthy, rich in protein, fiber, and micronutrients. Take care of yourself and your health. Bye for now.